Well, you left off this thing, so I better.
So this is you.
That's the one you handed me today.
Cool. Thank you. I'm Scott Arkels. I'm President and CEO of Silver State Schools Credit Union. And tonight I have the distinct honor of introducing someone who truly needs no introduction, but he deserves a great one. Over 50 years of broadcasting excellence for a man who has become a treasure in Southern Nevada. Nate Tannenbaum is more than a familiar face on our screens. He is a kind, steady, and genuine presence in our community. Whether he's guiding us through the weather or lifting us up with his positivity, it's mostly sunny, I believe, or giving his time to countless local causes, Nate embodies what it means to be a true Good Samaritan. His warmth, his heart, and his infectious smile have brightened so many lives, including all of ours here tonight. So please join me in welcoming our MC for tonight's celebration, the one and only Nate Tannenbaum.
Ladies and gentlemen, my new agent, Scott Arkels. Good evening. How's everyone doing this evening? We can do better than that because we've got incredible young men and women who are artists of the future here today. Let's give it up. And there's chicken fingers. And hot chocolate with marshmallows. Let's go. All right, this is truly one of my favorite events every year. It's a joy to see the room filled with smiling faces, proud families, and amazing teachers. Can we have a round of applause for the teachers? But obviously, we are here for the student artists this evening because without them, there would be no Happy Times calendar. And everyone needs their Happy Times calendar. Tonight's one of my favorite events of the year where we get to pause and forget the world outside and come together and celebrate something truly special. And that is these young men and women and the kindness that they bring into the world through their artwork, their actions, and their everyday choices. But that's them just living their lives, and they are examples for us to follow. You know, I do get to talk a lot about the weather and the traffic, but the good news is that the I-15 Trot project is over. And I can tell you it's going to be mostly clear this evening with a low in the mid-40s. But no matter what's happening outside, and some of it's depicted in the artwork here, rain, sunshine, wind, snow, the forecast for tonight in this room is altogether mostly sunny. Thank you. And that's what we're celebrating this evening, the magic of everyday kindness as seen in the work of these young men and women. When we think about kindness, a lot of times we think about big deals, some kind of a big act, raising money for a cause, organizing a community event, changing the world in some big way. And yes, those things matter. But the magic we're talking about in this room is the little things that these student artists have found in themselves as a reflection of all of us. The students notice someone sitting alone at their school and decide that person needs some company. It's the classmate who offers a crayon when someone needs that perfect shade of blue. Cerulean. It's the teacher, like those here with us this evening, who take the extra minute to encourage the shy student. Now, a lot of these student artists have siblings, some of them may not, but it's the family member that cheers you on. They make a difference, they lift us up, they bring light where maybe there wasn't any. They remind us that kindness doesn't require a cape, a trophy, or a spotlight. It just requires all of us. and our hearts and our awareness and our willingness to step up and do something. So the artwork we celebrate tonight is filled with examples of all of these kinds of things. When the judges were looking through literally thousands of submissions, they didn't just see colors and shapes. It was a really tough call to pick up the emotions, the stories, capturing the moments, the connections, the hope, the gratitude, the generosity. These things can be found anywhere, but we don't all have the ability or the skill or the willingness to put it on paper. But here's the good news. What these young men and women are doing and what we can do with them by being with them here and celebrating all this is we can spread the kindness. We can take their message with us in our daily lives outside of this evening. We can brighten a hallway. We can have a helping hand that can lift up a classroom one calendar at a time. So tonight's about celebrating that ripple effect and honoring the people and organizations who make it possible. And that includes, we wouldn't be here without them, the Silver State Schools Credit Union and the People Over Profit Foundation. I hope you've heard of them. How many members of the Silver State Schools Credit Union are in this room tonight right now? There you go. So thanks to Scott and everyone at Silver State Schools Credit Union and the People Over Profit Foundation. They invest in these kinds of events because they believe in the community, they believe in the creativity, they believe in your potential and your power to create a kinder future. God knows we need it. So to all the students, thank you guys for reminding us that kindness isn't complicated. It can be as simple as a drawing that brings someone joy, and these do that. It's a gesture that helps somebody feel seen, or a choice that you make maybe without even thinking about it that brightens somebody's day. Now, for the students here, would you be so kind as to turn around and give your moms and dads a round of applause? Student artists, can you say thanks to your moms and dads? Or go ahead and push your brother. That's that word. That's the same thing. Yeah. And to the teachers, thanks for nurturing these young artists, for teaching kindness through what you do, and for modeling the magic we're celebrating tonight. And for all of us, thanks for being here. Isn't this great? It's joyful, it's colorful, it's heartwarming, the little acts that make a big difference. So we've got just a few things to take care of, and then we're going to giving out the awards for these students. We want to continue spreading kindness every day. It starts with us, but it is shining brightly in this room tonight. We want to hand it over now to some folks who have some things to say, who are part of the Silver State Schools Credit Union, the People Over Profit Foundation. One of them is a good friend of mine who happens to be the board chairman of the Silver State Schools Credit Union. Would you please give a warm welcome to Mr. Mitch Fox?
Thank you, Nate.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you.
You bet.
You're never overcast.
Thank you.
Welcome, everybody. It's good to see so many smiling faces and proud parents and wonderful teachers and mentors. And the creativity in this room is practically tangible. So thank you so much. I just want to let you know that as board chairman of the Silver State Schools Credit Union, I've had the privilege of seeing this community grow and accomplish great things. I've been on the board for 25 years and in this town for 40 years, and it's changed a lot. But I've also had the honor of seeing our credit union grow with this community as well by putting people over profit. Right now I'm looking at the future of Southern Nevada and perhaps really the future of our nation, because I'm looking at a room full of leaders and influencers and maybe even history makers. Remember, it's not so much who you become in life, but it's who you impact along the way. So I salute you. I commend you for taking the risk of thinking creatively, because it is a risk, because you're probably doing some thinking that others can't do or won't take the risk of doing. So I do salute you for that, because your art helps all of us make sense of this crazy world that we live in. Your talent is a force for connection, for inspiration, and for hope. I also want to take a moment, more than a moment, to thank the families and teachers who encourage these artists every single day. And the reason I said more than a moment is you'll hear practically every person at this podium say thank you to the teachers and families. Both of my sons are teachers. My wife was a school teacher. So I love teachers. If you are a teacher, put your hand up. We want to salute you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Every day you help these students develop their talents. You give them space to explore their ideas, and you show them that creativity really has value. Students, as you leave here tonight with your artwork displayed and your heads held high, I want you to remember one thing. Your creativity will take you far, but only if you keep using it. Let it guide you when you're stuck. Let it comfort you when you're unsure. Let it help you imagine a kinder, brighter world. Because the truth is that creativity doesn't just make art, it makes possibilities. And the possibilities you represent, the future that you're building, and all of it fills us with hope and excitement. So congratulations to all of you. Keep creating, keep imagining, and enjoy this special moment. And now, please join me in welcome Scott Arkels, President and CEO of the Silver State Schools Credit Union.
Hello again. So Vincent van Gogh once was quoted as saying, "I dream of painting and then I paint my dream." So I'd like to thank our Master of Ceremony once again, Nate Tannenbaum. You make this so special for the artists and their families and everyone attending this special event. And Mitch, without your guidance, we wouldn't be where we are today, yours and the rest of the board, so we appreciate you as well. I'd also like to warmly welcome everyone who took time out of their busy holiday schedules, and also to express the joy of celebrating these extraordinary students' arts talents. We'd like to celebrate these students for embracing creativity with confidence and excitement. The highlight of and the significance of the Happy Times calendar is it's a positive impact on the community each year. It's truly my most, I can't think of a more fitting event, and I always love to see these filled seats, because it's fantastic to see all of you celebrating these young artists. It's fantastic. So literally our signature event and my personal favorite again. I have immense pride as President and CEO of Silver State Schools Credit Union to witness the creativity and the imagination all of these students who submitted their wonderful pieces of art this year. I always say that I have two left hands when it comes to painting and drawing and everything, so I couldn't do any of this at the age of 65, I can tell you that right now. So I want to emphasize that tonight's artwork reflects curiosity, dedication, the joy of exploring new ideas. Connect this creative spirit to the credit union's great heritage. We've got 75 years this coming year in 2026 that we're going to be celebrating as a credit union. And just as a business, if you think back on how many businesses that you have at 75 years, it's not that many. And so to know that we've been in this business for 75 years, and this is the 40th consecutive Happy Times Art Contest, that goes back to 1985 when I was 10. I wish. So again, I want to thank the students, the parents, the educators, and the community partners for their enthusiasm and their support. you know, it's really important that we honor the families here. From our perspective, they foster this love of learning and exploration through art. And so, you know, parents, give yourself a hand. You guys are fantastic. I'd also like to recognize our sponsors for helping young people thrive and access meaningful opportunities. Obviously, Silver State Schools Credit Union is one of those sponsors, and the People Over Profit Foundation, but also Visa, the Reisman Foundation. Thank you, Reismans, we appreciate you. The Horizon Paint Solutions, and UNLV College of Education, who dedicated this space. Without you, again, we wouldn't have what we have today. And so we appreciate all of the sponsors. Finally, and once again, my sincere congratulations to all the artists and their educators for sharing happy time moments with us this year. Keep on creating, imagining, and sharing your joy through the art. To our student artists, as Van Gogh once said, keep painting your dreams. You guys do a fantastic job. So every year, one of our very important education partners dedicates space to this event. So this is no different. Thank you to UNLV once again for having a space for all of us to celebrate this moment in. And I'd like to conclude by inviting everyone to welcome this evening's host, UNLV's Dean of Education and Dean of the College of Education, Dr. Danica G. Hayes.
Hi everyone, it's really good to see you all. Welcome to our home at UNLV for those who haven't been here before. What a joy to be here tonight, and I will echo what Mitch said earlier about teachers. I love teachers. Without teachers, we'd have no other professions, right? So just remember that, students, when you're struggling in class, at how important they are. Also, just thank you to Silver State Schools Credit Union and the Pott Foundation and Horizon Foundation for just supporting this event. As Dean of the College of Education, I have the privilege of supporting future teachers, mental health workers, and leaders in our community. But I have to tell you, being here tonight is one of the best nights of the year, to quote Nate earlier. It is just incredible to look at this artwork and realize how inadequate I am in many ways. But in all seriousness, you look at this artwork and it's very easy to forget where it started, right? And it looks so easy. But each of these kids started with a doodle during class. They started doing sketching in their notebooks at school. And maybe they started getting into art because they were feeling happy or hopeful or curious about something in life. And so whatever that beginning was, it was small at one time, and look where we are now. We have these beautiful masterpieces in front of us, and we are here to celebrate you in front of families, teachers, and the community. So congratulations, students. So at UNLV, we see these small dreams every day grow into something. So about 70 years ago, in the dark ages, UNLV was this very tiny campus in the desert with just a few buildings. And as you can see, we have over 33,000 students now, and a little bit larger, a little more parking issues. I hope you all figured it out. But the students, your journey will be the same. And so this small spark of curiosity, I hope, leads you to a lifelong passion, whatever that is. This small act of courage that you do in classes, raising your hand, trying something new, applying for a program, entering an art contest can really change the trajectory of your life. And so as you each move forward, I want you to hold on to something important. Dreams will grow with you. So what starts as a drawing, I'd say more than a drawing, can become a career in design or architecture. What starts as curiosity about colors can lead you into a passion for science or engineering. What begins as a small amount of inspiration can lead to big opportunities. So keep dreaming, Keep taking small steps. Thank your teachers. Thank your parents and other caregivers. Congratulations to you all. And now I'd like to turn the mic over to Jennifer Kalambanin from CCSD's Community Engagement Union. Jennifer?
Good evening, everybody. It's such a joy to be with you tonight as we celebrate amazing student artists from the Clark County School District and the incredible community that surrounds them. Working in the Clark County School District's Community Engagement Unit, I get to see firsthand how creativity, collaboration, and kindness brings people together. And tonight, this room is absolutely glowing with that spirit. Student winners, can I have you stand up real quickly if you don't mind? I was gonna ask you guys to do that and you just did it on your own. Congratulations. Thank you so much. You may take your seats. I want to spend a few minutes talking about something that might seem simple, but is one of the most powerful forces we have, the power of positivity, something that brings happy times. Now, positivity isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's not about ignoring challenges or acting like tough days don't exist. Positivity is about how we choose to respond. That's right, yeah. How we choose to show up, how we lift ourselves, and how we lift one another. And students, you demonstrate that positivity in such inspiring ways. Your artwork this year didn't just show talent. It showed optimism. It showed brightness. It showed the ability to find moments of joy, connection, and kindness in everyday life. Each drawing is a reminder that when we look for something great, we often find it. That outlook, the one you captured through your colors, shapes, and imagination, art pieces that I would not have been able to create, is a superpower. Because positivity helps us. Keep going when things get tough, see possibilities instead of problems, encourage others when they need support, build stronger friendships and communities, and most of all, believe in yourselves. One of the great joys of my work is visiting schools across the district. We have 374 schools in the Clark County School District, about 300,000 students. So we're a big district. And seeing how positivity spreads. It might begin with a student helping another gather supplies, a teacher celebrating a small victory in class, or a family volunteering at a community event. These simple acts create a chain reaction. One positive moment inspiring another, and then tons more after that. That's exactly what we see here tonight. This calendar isn't just artwork on paper. It's a year-long reminder that positivity is absolutely contagious and needed. When someone receives this calendar, flips through the pages and sees your artwork, they're reminded that good things are happening in our schools, in our families, in our community every day. Positivity is something you get to bring with you everywhere you go. You can take it into your classrooms, your homes, your rooms, your friendships, your hobbies, and one day into your careers, whatever those might be. When you stay positive, even in small everyday moments, you make the world around you kinder and brighter. Thank you for building a culture where positivity isn't just appreciated, it's celebrated. Everyone in this room is proof that positivity doesn't just feel good, it does good. It helps us bring stronger schools, healthier communities, and futures filled with hope. So students, as we honor you tonight, I want you to remember this. Your positivity matters. Your creativity spreads joy, and your kindness inspires others. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for making your community a brighter place. Enjoy the rest of this wonderful evening. And please join me in giving a warm welcome to my friend, Ralph Ramirez, president of the People Over Profit Foundation.
Good evening. Scott, what a coincidence, because I also was 10 years old in 1985. Did you all have this memorized? Because you're 4 pages behind here on the script. It's an honor to celebrate the incredible student artists that we have here tonight who brought this year's Happy Times calendar event to life. At the People Over Profit Foundation and Silver State Schools Credit Union, we believe deeply in the power of celebrating each other's successes. When we recognize imagination, perseverance, and creativity, just as we are doing tonight, we strengthen the bonds that make our classrooms, our families, and our communities thrive. Every student here has achieved something very special, supported by their parents, their guardians, and their educators who encourage them along the way. And tonight, we honor that entire circle of belief and support. To our families, teachers, school leaders, and partners, thank you for creating spaces where students feel inspired to express themselves. And to our student winners, congratulations. Your artwork brings joy to our communities, and we appreciate you for all that you do. So everyone, thank you all for being here tonight, and please enjoy the rest of this special evening as we honor these remarkable students. I'll now turn it over to Nate, Scott, so we can get this awards presentation going. Let's go. Thank you.
And I don't want to make anybody nervous, but we have a global audience on the YouTubes. We're live on the YouTubes right now, right? Do we have like two viewers? 3? Wow. We got viewers. So, moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas, you can go back and watch this. It's on the Silver State Schools Credit Union YouTube account. Check it out tomorrow. This will be fun. I get nervous in front of a camera, but you know. All right. We've got a lot to do here, but the time has come. Scott, are you ready?
Yep.
Because, so kids, you're going to come up and you're going to get a presentation and there'll be a photo opportunity, and then you can go back and sit down, but don't leave when it's over, because we're going to bring all of the students up because we want to get a group picture of all of you. So let's get this started here. The presentation of the 2026 Happy Times calendar. The judges, wow, what an incredible, tough decision they made, drawing by drawing. Blown away by your creativity, your imagination, and yes, the heart that jumps out from each submission. We proudly celebrate the students whose artwork will brighten each month of the upcoming calendar, not to mention making sure the educators know when their next paycheck is, because that's on the calendar too. Am I right? Hello. All right, we begin as the year begins with January, a warm hug of snowflakes. Our January artist, warming our hearts with a scene full of winter magic, it's Una, a 7th grader from Bob Miller, and the teacher, Richard Scroggy. Come on down. There's Una. Yeah, no, that's you too. We called your name. Would Mr. Scroggy please come to the podium? Oh, we have multiple photo opportunities here. There we go. Una from Bob Miller, your teacher, Mr. Scroggy. Thank you. And even the names of these pieces of art. For February, it's called My Kindly, celebrating kindness through the eyes of one of our youngest artists. Congratulations, Madison, who's a kindergartner at Loamy Herd. And 2 teachers. We need Miss Newmeyer and Miss Farfan to come down too. If you're here, come on down. That's you, Madison. Yeah, you got this. Hi. The art is larger than she is. It's Madison from Loamy Herd with Ms. Newmeyer and Ms. Farfan. February, My Kindly. Next up, we've already moved on to March, and say hello to Sakura Spring, capturing the beauty of cherry blossoms, the promise of a new season. Callie is our artist, a 6th grader at Our Lady of Las Vegas, and the teacher, Mr. Esguerra. Is your teacher here tonight? Okay, well, there she is. There you go. Callie from Our Lady of Las Vegas, a 6th grader. April is called Desert Masterpiece, showing us beauty in our desert home. And the winner, the artist, a 1st grader at Helen Smith. Please say hello to Hadley. Come on down, Hadley. There's Hadley. And is your teacher here, Miss Falutz? There you go. Come on down. It's Hadley, everybody. There you go. It's Hadley from Helen Smith and Miss Felucia. Thank you. We're on to May already, and we have gone into the Octopus's Garden. Our artist, 2nd grader from McCaw STEAM Academy, it's Adeline. Come on down, Adeline. And is your teacher here? Suri Henson. There you go. We dove under the sea and have a playful, colorful creation. That's a 2nd grader. Adeline from McCaw STEAM Academy and Miss Henson. Scott, we say it every year. This year is flying by.
It is.
We're already into June. What? How did that happen? Our artist for June is a 12th grader from Foothill High School. Please congratulate Lauren with her work, Primas. Celebrating family, culture, and connection. Her teacher, Ms. Eames. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, there's more. Wait a minute. Lauren's a senior at Foothill, and her teacher, Ms. Eames. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're moving over to the other side of the room. And this is one of our catchier titles. and it's okay to say this even in a family show. This is called Suns Out, Buns Out. And our artist is an 11th grader at Shadow Ridge. It's Allison. There's Allison. And her teacher, Ms. Mazona Jackson. Is she here this evening? Come on down. Bringing a spark of summer and charm, sure to make all of us smile. Allison from Shadow Ridge, it's photo opportunity time. And the Allison Fan Club. Once again, Allison from Shadow Ridge, Suns Out, Buns Out. In August, this is where childhood meets the sun, and our artist is a 3rd grader from Tomiyasu Elementary. It's Leah. Where's Leah? And her teacher, Ms. Gagliano. Thank you for coming down. A winning piece, feeling like summertime joy, frozen in a moment where childhood meets the sun. That's a 3rd grader. That's incredible. Leah's got a bright future. That's incredible. We move on to September's Autumn Whirl, and the artist, and I hope I'm saying your name correctly, is it Raima? How do you say it? Raima, that's what I meant to say. It's Raima from Twitchell Elementary. Taught by Madison Thompson. Is your teacher here today? Okay, teacher couldn't make it, but this is Raima with Autumn Whirl, spinning us into the colors and breezes of fall. Absolutely, the Raima Fan Club. Raima's in 5th grade, another bright future. For October, that is an incredible piece of art called Fall Breeze on our artist, a 9th grader at Indian Springs High School. It's Madison. And her teacher, Miss Hoverder. And the entire town of Indian Springs. Yeah, mostly. If you see Jim Marsh, then we'll know we're all here. The winning art bringing a calm, thoughtful, beautifully detailed look at the season. This is incredible. Uno mas. That's right. It's Madison from Indian Springs High School and Miss Hoverder. Safe travels home, you guys. They're our long distance winner. Okay, we're in November, and check that out. This is the Happy Circus with our artist of 4th grader from Hayes Elementary. It's Jasper. Hi, Jasper. And the teacher, Ms. Van Alstine. Is your teacher here tonight? Okay. Joyful motion, imagination, and that's an imagination for sure right there. So Jasper, is your brother actually being nice to you tonight? Kind of? Yeah, okay. All right, we're almost done with the year, but of course we have our cover art to go, but we have December, and look at this, Dear Santa, a 10th grader at the Las Vegas Academy, Isabel. Come on down. And the teacher, Mr. Ibarra. Okay. Wonder, holiday spirit. Beautiful. Isabel and Dear Santa from the Las Vegas Academy. So the cover art that all of us take with us is the work of an 8th grader at the Challenger School, Lone Mountain. It's Charles. Hi, Charles. And your teacher, Mrs. Isu Johnson. This piece captures the imagination of every judge, creativity, detail, storytelling. Incredible. The Stargazer's Dream. There he is, Charles K. Scott, can we have one more round of applause for all of our artists? There you go. So do we want to get all the kids down front right now for the photo opportunity? All the winners, come on down. Yeah, bring your art with you. And the people who are good at taking pictures will make sure that you all get arranged so that everybody can be seen. Absolutely. Thank you. Act like you like each other. Yes, scrunch up, scrunch in, you guys. Yep. Yeah, those older kids won't bite. We want to make sure everybody gets their photo here. So before we let you guys go, we do have a note for the artists and for their parents. We don't want you to leave without having another photograph taken one at a time over at that backdrop on the other side of the room, okay? So artists and moms and dads, please make sure that the students line up because we do want more individual photos with each of them and their art at that backdrop over there, okay? So don't run away. But can we have another round of applause? All of the great artwork in the 2026 40th Annual Happy Times Calendar. On behalf of Scott and the Silver State Schools Credit Union, the People Over Profits Foundation, Scott, come on over here because this is an incredible event every year. It goes so quickly, but it's so much fun.
Yeah, it is. And we want to thank everybody sincerely for being here. Again, this is one of our favorite trademarks that we do every year, and thank you so much for everything that you do to encourage their art. We appreciate you more than you know.
and we'll see you next year. Good night, everybody. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's always fun.
Yeah, and Sal, this script was
Yeah, that was phenomenal. Yeah, I know.
another level.
He did a good job. You did a great job. Always a pleasure.
Hey man,
Always a pleasure.
it's a little bit of peace for an hour.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was. By the way, it's almost always mostly sunny for him because he's
There you go.
His head's
He can
over
see.
the
Yeah, he can
clouds.
see farther.
He's
Yeah,
over the clouds.
Right.
And we're under the clouds.
that's right.
We get the partly sunny part.
There
That's
you
why
go.
I'm sunburned
Yeah,
up here,
That's
right?
right. That's what it is. Yeah, you're our air traffic control.
There you go.
And so one of these things.